Testing, testing.
Yeah. Valid point. Look at that. Oh. Yeah.
What's up? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Severe is back announcing again. Good to see you.
It was good. How was your holiday?
No, he didn't get the extra 6 inches of height.
Right, yeah. That's what I really wanted. That's what I really wanted.
And I feel Division 1 height. I got Division 1.
It's not about this.
It's about the fraud.
You're a post player.
You the man? How's it going, guys? How's everybody doing here? Good, good. I'm Ross. Yeah.
Do I have, can I get the referees?
Ross, or Michael Kemp. Judd, and I'm not sure what Judd's last name is. And then the other one's Eric. I'm not sure what Eric's last name is. And they got one injured. My sponsor over here. I believe it's 97805. That's the toughest question I've been asked all day long.
Michael Kemp.
starting lineups or anything like that? Okay, you are doing starting lineups.
What are we doing tonight?
Pardon me?
Can I get our names?
No, what are we doing, man? Just the starting lineups.
Can I get our names?
Jeff. All right, sounds good. Eric. That's right.
Yep.
Oswell.
You got a captain? Well, I already put my first name in there, so you're getting both of us.
Just push that.
You like it or not? How you doing, Coach? Good. Good to see you, Coach.
Go. Yep.
All right.
Just push that.
We got an athletic director on the premises?
Yes.
All right. And medical?
Yep.
All that stuff?
Yep.
All right, good. Make sure that you guys talk to your own teammates. Don't talk to your other teammates. Keep your shirts tucked in. Turn on the message. Ball is coming through the rack. That's really about it. Good luck. No. We got a starting lineup before
For varsity? Everybody should be doing it. Except for, except for Ireland. I don't think Ireland's doing it. Yeah, Peyton's back, Teddy's back.
Awesome.
I know.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Sir, so I wear the same shirt you do. So when you make a call, I'm going to raise my hand because I want you to talk to me, not him.
Yep, got you.
They do talk to me. They come over, they look at me. I'm like, no.
You're in the middle.
Yeah. If I make
I'm going to go to
mistakes,
these guys
it's
just
you.
because you said
I
that.
don't care about that, but
Guarantee at least one time I won't be making eye contact.
that's fine. As long as
You know what? That's all right. I'm more important than he is anyway.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm the one who's got the microphone.
That's a good idea to get the stripes on them.
Move it up.
so they got what's called the hut.
I got you.
They got a guy that roams around.
Thank you. It was on my to-do list for that day, but with not being a school day, I get a little out of my rhythm.
All right, I'm done asking questions. Sorry. It's a basketball game. It's not rocket science. As long as everybody acts right. Yeah. There's a big, yeah.
No one's got a mess. That's what matters. You guys are bad.
I finally met John King last week.
Really?
Last week, but this was the last game I did. I had not met him. What'd you think of him? Actually, I told him it wasn't as bad as what he said.
Guys, we'll just put that.
I wouldn't even laugh at him.
So then I don't want anybody to slam into that.
He said something about
Anything for me to pick up and throw.
yelling a lot during the first half. And I was like,
Yeah, if I don't slide that across the court, I will notice.
ball guy.
My son doesn't play soccer, so just basketball. Yeah, just basketball. No. So he's got to narrow it down to three. I think Hannibal LaGrange University is the top in Missouri right now. It is. And Christian AAI school just over the border. So they've given him a really good scholarship offer. So
I like
yeah,
him.
well,
It seems like you either
we'll see.
like him or you hate him. It seems like for a lot. And you know where he's going.
I don't know.
I don't know if
It will be very hard.
one of the things we do
After every road game, we just walk by from the store and talk, you know. So I guess I'll walk by myself next year, you know.
like in
Well, call me, maybe I'll come walk with you.
that's a lot of the guys. They'll tell you one thing. Hey, try to do this instead of something with it, you know, and that helps out. That's the thing. Like, don't try to work on 50 things at once. Just try to work on perfect this and then move to this. You know, so.
Ron came my second ever game.
Really? What was your second?
Ron.
Oh yeah. Lucky you. Lucky you. He can be.
It's just the same. It's carbon copy.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Peoria High School tonight's softball game between the visiting Chargers of Peoria Christian High School and your home team, Irish Notre Dame. First, let me start lineup for the visiting Chargers, coached by Andrew Carpenter. A freshman number 1, Luke Holland. A sophomore number 4, Lennon Trotter. A sophomore number 11, Hank Easer. A sophomore number 15, Dan Waite. And a sophomore number 23, Jonah Yes. And now let's meet and greet Irish Notre Dame. A 5'10" sophomore number 2, Max Kirby. A 6'1" sophomore number 4, Patrick Graham. A 6'1" sophomore number 22, Jack Miller. A 6'1" sophomore guard number 23, Roman Space. A 6'3" sophomore guard number 24, Scott Lister. That is coached by Christopher Schneider.
Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame basketball fans, NDTV, Peoria Notre Dame High School's live stream of as many of our athletic endeavors as we can cram in. I'm Rob Kenny here with Corey Sevier, bringing you this JV game here tonight between your Irish and our visitors, the Chargers from Peoria Christian. Not too far away from us. JV game will be followed, of course, by the varsity contest as close to 7 o'clock as we can get it. Corey, cold night out there, but looking for some home cooking here in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think this would be a pretty good matchup for these two teams.
I think so too. When looking at height-wise there, they look pretty the same. Both heavy sophomore-laden teams. The Irish don't have a freshman on the squad. There's only one freshman out there for the Chargers. The Irish get the opening tip. Try to get in the offense here. The Irish going with the starting lineup of number 2, Max Kirby. Number 4, Patrick Graham. Number 22 right there, Jack Miller gets a shot block. We got 23 Ronan Spinks and 24 Stratton Lister.
Pretty good block there by 11 Nash Keyser on that first play by the...
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, kept his body away from it. It was all ball, showed everything. Didn't give the refs a chance to make it a 50-50 call. The Irish get possession here. We got it's like a 1-3-1 zone full court press here to start. And they get the deflection and the turnover they're looking for. Jack Miller, good job there, forcing the turnover on the Irish end, defensive end. All right, both teams looking to settle in here.
Yeah, it looks early like this could be a pretty heavily defensive contest.
Yeah, they're not.
I can assure you, Notre Dame likes that if that's how it's going to be. They pride themselves on their defense, and if it's going to be low scoring, they probably like that better than if it was a shootout.
There we go. Jack Miller finally gets this putback to go. Offensive rebound and a putback opens the scoring here. Just under a minute into the game, both teams' presses and secondary defense are causing deflections and turnovers here. Haven't really seen either team score from their set offense. Missed shot there leads to an offensive rebound, kick out 3. And there's number 4, Johnny on the spot there, Lennon Trotter. Gets his putback there. Pair of putbacks. Give us a 2-2 score here. Max Kirby received a nice pass in there, but can't get a shot off. Irish getting some three-point looks here. They're eschewing them, though, trying to go for that next best pass. There's Lister. Gets off a good-looking 3. Can't have it go, though. Rebound comes down to the Chargers. The Irish force a turnover at half court. Lister now takes the ball in strong, initiates the contact, doesn't get a call or the goal.
Although he's missed 2 shots early, it's good to see Stratton back in the lineup after missing a good portion of the early season with an injury.
Yeah, he looks like he hasn't missed a beat out there. He's definitely being aggressive. Long three there, goes wanting. Max Kirby, rebound, kick ahead pass out here to number 4. That's Patrick Graham. Patrick scores his second field goal of the game for the Irish. Now double their lead, 4-2. We're going to get over and back here. Yeah, the Irish did a great job there. Defense going to see Mario West, number 3, check into the game. Also going to see number 20, Sean Graham, come into the game. And number 5, Braden Allers, check in for the Irish. Pretty much empties the bench. We don't have Asher Ma available today. Sitting down with a foot injury. All right, see if the Irish can turn this excellent defense here in these first 3 minutes into a little bit more offense than we've seen so far. There's some instant offense there from Brandon Allers. Great take there, strong right hand to the right side of the basket.
Yeah, after watching a lot of their games in the Christmas tournament, I think Bert Schneider's going to try and keep these guys as fresh as he can for the varsity game, because 3, maybe 4 of them are going to get big minutes for the varsity team later today,
Yeah.
at least if it goes like it was in the Christmas tournament for the Irish.
We see the energy these sophomores have brought all season here. There's another miss there. That's number 4. Lennon Trotter just has not been able to dial it in from outside yet. There we go again, Braden Allers. Second hoop. This time a nice, strong baseline drive. There are gaps out there in the Charger defense. The Irish are exploiting them.
Yeah, it was a great pump fake to get him that gap.
It's going to lead to a timeout here. My kid, Andrew Parmenter, takes his first one. As his team's now looking at, after 3.5 minutes of this first quarter, a 6-point deficit here. They've got 1 putback. All their offense has really got them was outside shots and then or 3-pointers and offensive rebounds. The Irish doing a good job of not allowing anything on the interior.
Yeah, the only points so far for the Chargers are the putback layup, which we're showing right now. And I think it's looking like if the Irish can just keep them from doing that and get the first rebound, it doesn't seem like they're going to beat you outside. That could just be so far. They might start making those. They've looked good, just they haven't made one so far.
Yeah, number 4, like I said, Lennon Trotter, I think he's 0 for 3 on 3-pointers. It's a good-looking shot. We've had a good view of all of them. Just hasn't dialed it in yet. We need to take advantage of that. Cold outside, cold right now inside, if you're a Charger fan. And the Irish only have 4 players available. Only have, or 4 players available, 8 players available. Only have 9 players available when they have full strength, and they do tend to play 8 quarters. 3 or 4 of these young men, so I think your point is key about trying to keep them fresh.
I mean, they're still obviously going to go for they're not going to try and not win this game to keep them fresh for the varsity game, but I think if it presents itself to keep them a little more fresh and still gain a lead, they're going to do all they can to keep them fresher for the varsity game.
Kirby there with the outside shot miss. The Irish track down the rebound here, giving the Chargers a little bit of their own medicine there. Braden Allers, we've seen him be Mr. Inside, and now he's Mr. Outside. Cracks a 3. Quick 7 points off the bench for Braden Allers.
Yeah, that is not a guy you want to leave 5 feet around him on all sides to have an open 3.
Offense. But you can see, with those 2 strong drives, why they didn't close out on him. So it all goes hand in hand. The Irish half-court defense here is stymieing the Chargers right now. Tried to get their first paint touch there, but the Irish get a hand on it. Going the other way, Mario West. Braden Allers there. It's another nice drive. Leads to a kick out. Irish might have shuffled their feet and got away with it a couple times in this drive. Mario goes in strong off the board. Very nice finish for that young man. Former marksman.
I love how much they're attacking the basket tonight. I mean, I think this team, if they wanted to, could probably beat a team with all outside shots, but they're not settling. They're trying to get inside and then an outside kick. They've tried a lot, but they haven't taken a 3 on it yet.
Yeah, 1-3, and it was successful. Other than that, they haven't really even thought about it. But like you were pointing out earlier, those 3s will eventually open up because all that driving is going to pack that defense in. Number 1 there, that is Luke Holland, long on his shot, 8 by an 18-footer. Speaking of going hard to the basket, Ronan Spinks, just a freight train there. Grabs the defensive rebound and takes it himself. The Irish now 16-2 up. Happened quick, came out of that timeout, and on an 8-0 run here for the Irish. Going to get our first foul of the game. Mario West is going to get his first one in the game there. A little reach out there near the top of the key.
Yeah, speaking of that coast to coast by Ronan Spinks there, obviously the Irish aren't the biggest team out there, but he plays the 4 for them. You don't see a lot of 4s that can get a rebound and take it themselves 90 feet to the other end.
Yeah, the coach isn't yelling, give it up, give it up, give it up. He's yelling, go, go, go. And why wouldn't you with Ronan? All right, off of that foul, the Chargers trying to get into their offense, get another 3-pointer out here. That was by number 15. Ben Waite doesn't go. They get an offensive rebound, though. Can't score there with a shorter shot either. Mario West got himself out there with a long 2. Goes one thing. We have number 12 there. The first real paint touch off the offense there. As Ashton Tilson gets a 2. That seems to be the allows them to put on their press. But the Irish do a good job beating it. Lister just misses there, Stratton. That one was on until it wasn't. Now again, and Braden Allers hits another 3 from just about the exact same spot.
Braden's kind of doing everything right now.
He is doing everything. You're right. You're right again. They gave him that 5-foot radius around him again, though. The Irish are going to get Sean Graham back into the game here, too. Ronan Spinks going to take a seat. 19-4 now here with a minute, just a few ticks under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Fast-paced first quarter. We only had that one foul, I think. Been a bunch of turnovers, but they've been live ball turnovers. They haven't been stopping the clock. The Irish coaches are going to like this offensive and defensive combination they roll out here in this first quarter. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I mean, the Irish had they probably have 2 or 3 early turnovers, and since then they've pretty much gotten a shot on every one and made a lot of them.
Yeah, they've once they sort of diagnosed what the press was and how to beat it, you're right. That's a really good point. We had probably 2 or 3. Both teams traded multiple turnovers in those first 30, 45 seconds. The Irish done a better job of solving it. Mario West there gets a hand on it right there. Those deflections are so important. You don't get a steal there, but you still allows you to reset your offense. It tires out, or reset your defense, tires out the offense. They've got to inbound the ball now. This is just so important.
Yeah, and after that, they're always feeling your presence on that side when they try and pass it after that.
Yeah, all of a sudden your wingspan seems just a little bit greater than maybe it really is. I mean, in the NBA, college, highest levels, they track deflections now, just the way they track steals and rebounds. They want to know who's disruptive and where. And right now, the Irish are disruptive everywhere over the court.
Yeah, the Bradley Braves this week won a game on a steal late and then a layup after it, and they showed the locker room after the game. Wardle called out he called out the guy who made the shot and the guy who got the steal, but the first guy he called out was the one who got the deflection that led to it.
Perfect example of it there. Speaking of that, the Irish, Stratton Lister picked up a loose ball on the other end. Irish looking to score here at the end of this first quarter. Already up by 14. Braden Allers looking to the sideline, getting the one-shot signal. Boy, if he gets an open 3, though, yeah, that's some discipline there by Braden.
Yeah.
I might have let that one go. Under 5 here. We got kind of we're going to get Sean Graham there with a bit of a phantom foul. I thought they were going to say over the back, but they called him for a lower push in the back there. So
yeah, I know there was 9 seconds left, but if I were Braden, I probably would have just taken that shot. He was pretty wide open and has played a very good first quarter.
Yeah, I think the coaches would have let him go there. But it shows his discipline. It shows the coaching of this team. All right, so that half-court shot goes wanting for the Chargers, like most of their shots here in this first quarter. They've got only 4 points, get 2 field goals. The Irish with an 18-4 lead here, as we mentioned during the action. An ideal start here for the Irish coaching staff, Corey.
Definitely. you can't do much better than having a 14-point lead after one, and the defense looks like it's hasn't skipped a beat, even though technically I think the sophomore team's had a pretty long layoff. They haven't played in probably 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
The last time I remember them playing was the 20th of December.
I mean, obviously we mentioned a lot of them played varsity,
Yeah.
but still, I mean,
Playing as a team, yeah, and
there's 4 or 5 guys on this roster that haven't really gotten minutes for 2 weeks.
yeah. And they wouldn't have been able to really. They would have been probably practicing with the freshmen, right? Because they don't have, with only 9 guys on the roster, you don't have enough to practice. If you're not practicing with the varsity is away at the tournaments and doing that. So everything's a little jumbled up here. But boy, they came out chomping at the bit here, like red meat to a carnivore. And I like that the defense turned into offense.
And I don't mean to call it something they did bad at the start of the season. They were missing a lot of layups in the transition early in the season.
Yep.
They kind of have cleared that up. It seems like they're turning a lot of their turnovers. If they get out ahead of the defense, they're making those layups and turning it into points.
Getting comfortable here playing on these Friday nights and Saturday nights at home in front of bigger crowds. And all right, let's see if that good first quarter rolls in here into the second quarter. Or if the Chargers can get their feet under them a little bit here. See there, that was number 4, Lennon Trotter passed up a 3-pointer there. He's been cold, so looking to do something else. Driving and relocating. Got a shot off there by number 11, Nate Nash-Keyser.
Good hands by Mario West again to hit that out of bounds. But
I tell you, Mario was looking to run with it, too, if he could have controlled it.
yeah. Another offensive rebound given up by the Irish, though.
Yeah, probably about the only down thing that first
Yeah.
quarter. Yeah, they probably gave up 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. 2 of the points came directly from an offensive rebound.
I mean, a lot of the time their defense, like you said, they only got 1 basket off, but a lot because their defense showed up after it. But
Giona
it could come back to hurt you.
A nice baseline jumper there, a little half turnaround, half fadeaway. Really pretty shot, great touch from about 10 feet. Well, the basic 2-3 zone out there, maybe slightly 2-1-2-ish for the Chargers. It's definitely not man-to-man.
Yeah.
It is compacted, too. The Irish are passing up some looks here. It's a go in. And it's perfect job there. Patrick Graham illustrated what we were talking about. Appreciate that, Patrick. Absolutely, really, really vibrant drive down that left baseline.
That's also what we were talking about at the quarter. They're getting those drives and they're finishing now. There's I want to say it was the Urbana game maybe. They got a lot of those and they just were not finishing it. That was happening a lot. They got ahead of themselves.
That was there, yeah. Patrick Graham just got a little bit ahead of himself there, but the Irish force a turnover. Mario gets it to go over the front of the net, or the front of the rim for his second bucket. That's that defense and offense we were talking about. It's so much easier to play defense when it turns into points. You just keep that. Number 15 there with the 3, Ben Wade. Good looking shot there from the corner by Mr. Waite. Well, there's a deflection now from their press. One of the things the lack of scoring for Christian is not allowing them to get into their press. We saw their press was effective in those first couple possessions for the Irish, so they're really gonna want to score and then get into that press.
Yeah, the easiest time to set up a press is either after a make or after a deflection out of bounds, and there's maybe been 1 or 2 of the Irish's deflections not tipped back to themselves, so they really have not had a lot of chances to get into their press.
Jack Miller there with a miss. Ronan Spinks goes hard for the offensive rebound, but goes off of him. Really love the effort there by Ronan. He attacked that weak side guy on offense can really get a better view about whether the 3-pointer is going to go in or not. The Irish, they're press on now here, pretty much a half quarter. Successful with the deflection, but it goes out of bounds. But his point of attack for the Irish defense, it's just been stellar today so far. Thought we were going to get another over and back there. They were looking to get rid of it. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Irish up 22-9. Had an 18-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. Good defense here from the Irish. Going to have a three-pointer, but it was contested. There's that offensive rebound. The Irish will get the second one, though. Looking to run, as always. Ronan Spinks finds Miller. Miller finds Kirby. Kirby into the paint. Gets it knocked away, though. Max did not give up on the play. Look at that. Beautifully done. I think Sean Graham there probably had an easier layup from the left side. He tried to go underneath, do the reverse.
But you love to see Kirby. He gets it stolen from him on the other end, but then doesn't let it affect him, and he gets a steal on the other end. Although it didn't end up in points for the Irish, you still like to see the hustle after that.
Well, you like the fact that he didn't foul either. Sometimes, you get the ball stolen from yourself. You come back, that you start seeing red.
Yeah.
Take it personally. You come back and you foul.
Take it personally.
Yeah, he did. Well, I did. It happened to me enough that I really started to take it personally. Like, these guys must have scouted me. All right, 4 minutes gone here. Irish down 5-4 in this quarter, but they had a 14-point cushion to work with, so nothing to work about there. Here we got a foul. There's that foul we were talking about with Max. We're glad he didn't commit. We're going to see number 1, Luke Holland, a starter, come back into the game. Going to replace Lennon Trotter, another starter. Like-for-like replacement there.
Yeah, that foul, you gotta keep your hands straight up when you're trapping a guy. He let the one low kind of push into him around like his numbers, and you're going to get called for it every time if you got a hand low on the guy. Even if you're not pushing that hard, it's still going to look like a reach from the outside.
Missed three-pointer there by the Chargers. Ronan Spinks, great job of boxing out and getting that rebound. We're going to get a foul here. Purple, number 15, Ben Wade, his first foul. Very foul-free half here so far. I'll count that as their first foul. I believe only have 3. Two teams together can't get into the bonus. If you combine them. What's going on here? Too much Christmas spirit.
Yeah, has there also not been a free throw yet in this game?
No. You see here, we're going to say this is on the floor of this shot. All right, so that's Ronan Spinks with his first foul there. Got it on the floor, though, so it'll be out of bounds underneath, just to the left of their own basket for Peoria Christian. See what they can dial up here. This is probably only their second baseline out of bounds play. No force outs anymore. You don't have that call anymore, so maybe a little bump there for Ronan, but it leads to a travel call. I kind of missed the force out call. I think it had a place. You know what? It kind of punished the team there that took the little bump. There wasn't a foul. I don't know. I don't think they've had it in the game for about 35 years, though, so I may be showing my age. Good steal there by number 1. That's Luke Holland. See if the Irish can. Yeah, the Irish managed to get their defense unscrambled there. 6-footer doesn't go for the Chargers. I like the way the Irish got back into their base defense there off the turnover. About the first live ball turnover the Irish had in about 8 minutes of game time.
Also, I think if the Chargers are going to find their way back into this one, it showed on that last play. If they can get Jonah Getz or Ben Waite in the middle of the lane open,
yeah,
I think they could do some damage against the Irish, but they're just plugging the lane so well so far.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop their dribble maybe 1 or 2 before they like to. We know that Getz hit a nice little turnaround already, so we know he's capable. All right, score's been stuck here at 22-9 for a while, and Mario Kirby takes care of that. We'll have a beautiful feed there from the Irish. There's a turnover. Sean Graham gets in the way. Gets it over there to number 4, Patrick Graham. Beautiful offense or defense in the offense there. And a great assist from Graham to Graham. How many times we've had a Graham to Graham assist? I'll come up with a name for that.
Hope he's all right.
Yep, I heard a bang there. That was a great hustle by number 11 there, Nash Keyser. Couldn't secure the ball for his squad, though, so he's going to drop back on defense. Irish now up 26-9. Stuck on 22 there for a bit. As soon as we mentioned it, boom, 2 quick layups. Love the movement from the Irish. Just the ball is just not sticking anywhere, no matter who's out there.
Yeah, against the 2-3, they're taught, the guy on the lane, end line is taught to just go find the open spot and make himself look big so that guys will crash on him and find an open guy to pass to. And Sean Graham's been doing that so well. Obviously, he can make those little jumpers, but he's been trying to find an even more open look, and it's been working out well for the Irish so far, obviously. They've got 26.
Lennon Trotters. First half, Cole Street continues there. Beautiful looking shot. Just hasn't been rewarded with one going down yet. 90 seconds to go. Now he's looking to finish strong. Be nice to hold them underneath double digits for an entire half. Give yourself that. Mario, nice, tries to dump it down onto the block to Graham, but snuffed out by the Chargers. Chargers, yeah, coach is saying take those open threes there. And they got in there, number 11, a beautiful looking shot, Nate Keyser. Beautiful three, deep three. That's about a 24-footer. Gets them into the double digits. Mario West fakes it, drives it. Graham with the rebound. Kicks it out to Graham. We're going to have another Graham to Graham here. Oh, bounces off the back rim. Rebound comes down to the Chargers. They're looking to finish strong here themselves. As you were talking about Corey there, just get it into Ashton Tilson that time. Makes a nice through the contact, about 10-footer there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge size advantage, but they do have a little bit of a size advantage over the Irish down low. Maybe besides Stratton, the Getz is pretty sizable for a sophomore.
Got some shoulders on him. Missed free throw there by Tilson. Doesn't get it to go. First one of the game. The Irish had a couple good looks at shots at the end of the first quarter as the clock was running down, but maybe listened a little too close to the coach's directions to go for a last shot. Let's see what they do out here this time. Braden Allers, we know he can, they're still giving him a little more room than I'd be comfortable with. Braden right there, attacks the closeout. Good job there by Corey Christian, though, keeping the Irish out of the paint. Yeah, the Irish, just a little too patient there. Not going to get a shot off here for the Chargers. The Irish turn the ball over on the final drive. All right, that final drive, see the Irish 26-14, up by 12 points. They had an 14-point lead at the end of that first quarter. Reduced by 2 here by the Chargers, and they have a much more impressive run by the second quarter there by Peoria Christian.
Yeah,
made a push
10 pretty
points.
late in the quarter.
Yeah, I think the coaches just said just start firing those. No, we're not making them, but got to get back into the game. All right, folks, we'll be back to bring you the exciting third and fourth quarters of this game as the Irish look to at least hold, if not increase their 12-point lead. We'll be back in about 9 minutes of real time.
got white ball coming out, right?
Welcome back, Peoria Notre Dame fans, to the kitchen here on the campus of Peoria Notre Dame High School. I'm Rob Kenny here with Corey Sevier, bringing you the second half of our JV tilt, tonight's double feature between your Irish and the Chargers, Peoria Christian, our friends from on the other side of the tracks, we'll say, although there are actually no tracks in between here and Peoria Christian. But it sounds better when you say that. Corey, the Irish dominant first quarter and then a pretty even second quarter. Chargers found their footing. Leave the Irish with a 12-point margin here, positive margin here. What do the Irish need to do to get back to that dominant first quarter they played?
Just get the Chargers back out of their offense and get turnovers again. Because the Chargers just kind of settled down in that second quarter. They trusted themselves and didn't turn the ball over as much, so then it kind of evened out the play. If the Irish can get turnovers again from the Chargers, then I think it'll tilt their way again. But even with their defense, I don't know that the Chargers are going to make a whole lot of a big run. They'll just score every once in a while like they did in the second quarter.
Ronan Spinks there with a missed three. Volleyball battle for the rebound there. It goes to the Chargers. Kick ahead to Trotter. One of the few times we've seen him try a non-three-pointer there. He gets a foul and get himself 2 free throws. That is Lennon Trotter. Jack Miller's first. The Irish are using their fouls very democratically here. Everybody who has one has one. Trotter goes to the line, given his three-point stroke, which hasn't led to any points here. But he's a pretty good free throw shooter there. He knocks that first one in. Based on form alone, you got to think he's probably a 70, somewhere between a 70 and 80% shooter.
Definitely.
Rattles in the second one as well, his 4th point. Chargers within 10, the closest they've been in some time. Ooh, looks like it might have been a travel there, at least a turnover anyway, so.
Good talk by the Chargers bench to Yo Wolf, meaning that he's got a guy following behind him, looking for the steal from the pick from behind.
Couldn't just say man on. Got to say wolf.
It's wolf. It's I don't know why it's the word, but it's the word for every team now.
Trotter there with an air ball 3 leading to an Irish fast break. Go finish. That's some of that finishing problem we were talking about that the Irish didn't see in the first quarter.
Yeah,
now it's creeped back in.
There's my first case of announcer's jinx.
Yeah. Maybe if somebody yelled wolf, he would have, Badger. Oops, there's a.
In between games, I'll look up why it's wolf for you.
I would appreciate that. I just found it fascinating.
I didn't know it until I got to Notre Dame, and then I noticed every team uses it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Wolves are pack animals. They attack from behind. I understand. All right, that foul is on number 4, Patrick Graham. He adds to the first. Everybody, with the exception of Braden Alders, I think everybody's got 1 foul. Braden has 0. All right, a spry start to this first half by the Chargers. Let's see what they can. Oops, they're going to get themselves up. They want them to touch it. Yeah, smart. Touch that, make it a dead ball turnover. You can tell the coaches yell about that. Well-coached team. The ball just went right through the legs of Nash Keyser there. He was looking to pass it just a little bit before he controlled it. All right, Irish looking to get their first points of this half. 26-14 lead at halftime. It's now 26-16. 2 minutes gone, rather. And there's that nice deflection, leads to a turnover. Lennon Trotter tries to look ahead there for Getz. Getz gets the ball out for a 3-pointer. Rebound, though. Going to get another 3-pointer. 3rd offensive rebound, 2nd offensive rebound. Powered up there by number 15, Ben Waits. Mr. Inside and outside, he's got a 3, and now he's got a really nice looking putback off a strong offensive rebound. Now it's just an 8-point Irish lead.
The ball also seems to be sticking a little more for the Irish on offense than it was earlier. And then they're trying to counteract it by forcing passes, and those are getting picked off more often than they would like.
Since the Irish can correct those problems on the fly here. No timeout coming from the Irish bench. Oh, there's a nice ball movement there. It ends up with a Ronan Spinks to Jack Miller. But the first pass from Stratton Lister really unlocked that entire thing there. You get the hockey assist on that one. 28-18. The Irish take a timeout there. I think probably the coach wants to talk about just what you were saying. Hey, it worked that time here, but this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. We were talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
The last game I was on, I did with Donnie Spear, my dad. We were talking about how teams now wait till the score after a run and then call a timeout. We were wondering why that is. Why you don't call the timeout in the middle of the run anymore?
I don't know either. It's a good question. I never thought about it, but now that you say that, it seems obvious that it is what's happening here. You do see. I don't know.
I mean, there's still obviously a lot of coaches do it the other way, but it seems that there's being a little more turn to wait till you get a stop and score and then call the timeout after that.
Yeah, you don't call the timeout. Try to stop the 12-point run. You call it at 6, so it doesn't become a 12-point run. Yeah. I don't know. I've got a lot of questions about sports. You're a baseball guy. You could answer this one maybe if we have a chance. I don't know why you start playing the infield in like the second inning of Major League Baseball games now. When there's a man on third, I'm like, it's 1-1. What are you doing there? I don't know.
All analytics. It goes
I'm
back.
Sure.
It goes back to Billy Beane and the Oakland A's of the movie Moneyball. It's all about that. They think you have more chance of scoring your one run to win if you keep them from scoring that run in the second inning.
Well, I don't agree. Patrick Graham there, very nice job. The Irish turned off defense and offense. They were able to set up their press. Got Graham Irish going to force an over and back here. The Irish doing a great job of using that midfield, the half-court stripe as that third defender out there.
Yeah, in high school sports, I coach I'm the assistant for the sophomore baseball team here. In that situation, we would play them back, just get the out. But in the major leagues, I think they think our pitchers are good enough. We're gonna hold them scoreless the rest of the game. If we can get that run from staying off the board, we can only need one to win this game.
Beautiful shot there by Braden Allers. His third 3 of the game, giving him 13 points overall. Beautiful shot. That one was from the right side. The other ones were from the left. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed our baseball corner talk there. Now we'll get back to basketball. 33-18 now. Irish up 15 points. Stem this little run. Not little run. It's an important run. The Chargers got themselves within 8 after trailing by 14 at the end of the first quarter. Nice job by them just cutting away. Nice job there. Number 15, Ben Waite there with another score, giving him 7 points. High score for the Chargers. Brings his team back within 13. Little bailout pass there, and Spinks tracks it down. Yeah, the ball is sticking. Boy, you're right. Absolutely. Jump stop there by Ronan. Going to lead to a 3 by Mario West, and Mario buries it. Boy, that was a good-looking shot. Giving him his 7th point on his first 3, and Irish now up 16. Waits trying his Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside there, and again, now he hits from the outside. His second 3 of the game, his 10th point, into double digits to lead the Chargers. Beautiful-looking shot. He's a good-looking player.
You got to love that extra pass from Jonah Getz to get that 3 instead of he probably had a layup down low.
Would have been contested, though. You're right, though, but yeah.
Gets it out to Waite, and Waite makes the wide-open 3.
The Irish miss a close one here, but the ball goes out in their favor. Max Kirby into the game, and he'll be the trigger man, inbounding just to the right of the Irish back bucket. The Irish swinging the ball nicely here. Nice poke away. Braden always tracks it down in the backcourt. No, good defense there. Pokes the ball away from the back. Going to try to lead to fast break points. Boy, there's Max Kirby. Loses it out of bounds, but Max, second or third time this game we've seen him come back from very far away to rescue disrupt a fast break opportunity at least.
Yeah, I mean, you'd love to have it coming back the other way after the steal, but you got to praise him for getting back that quickly and at least getting the deflection out of bounds.
Ball's going to go off Luke Holland's foot. Go back to the Irish. Great defense again by the Irish. Active hands, active feet. West is going to inbound to Allers. The Irish are going to run this slightly better looking half-court offense here in the third quarter than in the second. Just a few ticks over 2 minutes to go here. Irish passing up some looks from 23, 24 feet from players who can make them. Like to see that. Get a baseline jumper there by Sean Graham. About a 15-footer there on the left baseline. Love to see that. Beautiful touch by Sean. Going to get Mario Graham a little aggressive there coming in. Or Mario West, sorry. So many Grahams out there. I'm just giving everybody a last name Graham.
He's the first player in the game to pick up a second foul.
Yeah. Both of his have been out there near half court. That one wasn't egregious. He was just a really aggressive closeout. Dylan's going to get his third one there. A little more aggressive, a little more egregious. 65 feet away from the basket. You just got a nose for that ball. You get a turn over there, it turns into a layup. If not for you, then for one of your teammates.
Yeah, although you never want to get a second and third right in a row.
Yeah.
Still, both of those were obviously just
effort fouls.
Yeah, trying to be aggressive. You're not going to get mad at those two.
Nope. Going to get another foul here. This is going to go on the Irish, one of the down low players. Going to be on 24, so Stratton Lister. His second puts the Chargers into the bonus now. Wasn't sure we were going to see that in any quarter this game, the way the first half went. And we got number 15, Ben Waite there. Surprised he missed that one, given his three-point form. He was short on that one, though. Sometimes your first free throw of the game, even when you're in the middle of the third quarter, is a little short. You just don't have the range. Makes that second one. Brings his team within 14. Less than a minute and a half to go here in the third period. Irish up 38-24. They have the 14-point lead they had at the end of the first quarter back.
Yeah, also with the balconies at Notre Dame, it's a little different shooting angle from the free throw line here.
Yeah, you do not have that blank behind you, blank canvas behind you there. Braden Allers gets his fourth three of the game. Three from the left side, one from the right. Oh, the Irish intercept that ill-advised cross-court pass. Quickly goes down, and Sean Graham slams it home, makes the steal. And, well, he came out of that one like a peregrine falcon. He just went straight to the hoop. Now we have a 19-point lead, the largest of the game here.
Sean's older brother, Bradley soccer player Tommy Graham, is up there in the stands, was very joyful and laughing after that dunk.
Yeah, that the hops in those legs definitely carry down from brother to brother. A massive amount of athleticism in the Graham family. Under 20 seconds to go. Irish looking here for the last shot. Open up a plus 20-point lead. Allers is the man to take the shot, and he buries his fifth three of the game. 19 points now here through three quarters. Oh, is that going to count? Oh, you don't have to make a decision because it bounces off. And the Irish end this third quarter with a 46-24 lead. Well, the Irish managed to survive a nice run there by the Chargers. Got it down to 8 points, and then, boy, now the Irish are up 22. Called that timeout that we talked about. Why do you call it after you scored instead of in the middle of the run? Whatever he said, it worked.
Yeah.
I like to patent that speech.
Showing the dunk again by Sean Graham.
That's legitimate. It's not one of those ones where you lay it in and then grab the rim afterward.
He did one of those last year, and his older brother Tommy and Belmont redshirt freshman Owen Dillon were both telling him after the game it didn't count because he didn't actually pull on the rim when he put it in. But as a freshman, I'd still count that, and as a sophomore, that one definitely counts.
It definitely counts, yeah. I just tell those older boys to just butt out. All right, the Irish now find themselves up 46-24. Beautiful run there for the Irish. Really, the Irish, maybe they're, even given how well they played in the first quarter, maybe that was their best run of basketball that last 5 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, Braden Nollers didn't see much but the bottom of the net in that quarter from the three-point line.
Yeah, he's buried three three-pointers in that third quarter. Very egalitarian, one from the right, one from the left, and one just a little left to center. We call it basically the top of the key. Chargers still giving him way too much room. I mean, he's earning that room with his movement. Oh, nice backdoor cut there by Ben Waite. Speaking of people who have earned it, adding to his, leading the Chargers in scoring here to start the fourth quarter. Chargers are going to have to probably be a little more aggressive here on defense in this fourth quarter. They just can't sit back in that zone now. Nice shot there by Sean Graham. Showing that touch along the left baseline he showed earlier. Restores the 22-point lead for the Notre Dame. Shot from the left corner doesn't go. The three. Braden Nollers grabs that rebound and he's going to go with it. He's going to get himself fouled.
Although they obviously missed the three, I like the back down by Luke Holland to get the guys to crash on him in the lane, and then he found the open guy on the left corner.
Yeah, they're playing the right way. There's no doubt about it. Just looking at a deficit there. Sean Graham there with a miss from the right wing. Pretty little teardrop floater from about 12 feet. Doesn't go there by number 11, but tracks down the rebound eventually. That's Keyser. Gonna get the ball back. Nice rotation on that shot, and he buries it. His second three of the game. Boy, that shot came off with a perfect amount of spin to it. That was just gorgeous. Mario West, an early three-pointer there, probably a little bit earlier than the coaches would have liked. And lead to a defensive rebound and an offensive opportunity for the Chargers. If Peoria Christian can get that little turnaround there by, doesn't go, but it leads an offensive rebound there. That was Ashton Tilson, couldn't get his turnaround to go, but Luke Hollins was there for the rebound and he puts it in. Now the Irish call timeout here after a 22-point lead being being chipped away at here. Now it's 17-point. Kind of similar to the third quarter there. Peoria Christian comes out, a little bit of a run there. They had about a 6 or 8-point run. The Irish giving up a 5-point run here. Timeout came in at just about the same time, just about 2 minutes or so in. And then the Irish went on their run. So let's see if that happens here. Like we said about the Chargers, so they're trying to get in it the right way. They're not just bombing threes, but it's not, obviously their offense is not what they work on. It's not the way they've practiced things. They're getting those paint touches, trying to score from all three levels. And they're crashing the offensive boards as they've done all game. So you gotta like their discipline, gotta like their coaching.
Yeah, and although the score might not show it real well, their defense has actually been pretty good all game. I mean, the Irish have shot incredibly well from three. They have a lot of points off turnovers, which doesn't really translate to how your defense is played.
No. Yeah, that's all. Most of that's on your offense. Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot to like about this JV team. A couple of them we are on the roster for the varsity, so we'll see a couple of them maybe with some game minutes here on our second game of our doubleheader. Will be coming up about 20 minutes after this one's over. Still a lot to play here, though. Under 6 minutes to go. Oh, a nice pass there. Just a little bit too straight. Didn't have the angle. The Irish pick it off. 48-31, 17-point lead here for the Irish. 5:35 to go in the game. Oh, you can't give Hollers one there. He is just going to buy a lottery ticket after this game. His sixth three-pointer. I wonder what the JV record is for three-pointers made. Can't be much more than that, can it?
After coaching him last year, I'm trying to think of how many was the most he made in the game. I want to say he had 24 on 8 last year.
Okay.
At one point, but I could be wrong about
Well, I
that.
guess he'd be the most likely candidate since he's the guy who's doing it today. Max Kirby, very nice find down there, and Sean Graham with a beautiful reverse finish, right hand underneath the basket. Beautifully done. Great pass there by Max Kirby. Terrific pocket pass. Irish restore their 20-point lead. Oh, you see the idea there. Boy, if they'd had a cutter to go down there, he'd have found him. Tilson there uses his strength, gets a shot off. Rebound there by Luke Holland. Holland does a good job on the offensive boards, powers it back up. Now this 1-3-1 press put back on. The Irish dealing with it here. Max Kirby to Mario West. Mario looking, gets tackled accidentally. Hits his funny bone. That is Ben Waite. That's his third foul. They're not going to be taking Waite out of the game here. A little over 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and he's been their main offensive progenitor in the second half. I think Mario's hopefully not really hurt. I think he just landed right on his funny bone. It's just funny to everybody except the man who landed on it.
Yeah.
Least aptly named bone in the body. And Jack Miller goes up strong, gets it blocked, but gets his own rebound. Nice, calm patience and intelligence there by Jack. There's a dump down pass there from Graham to Graham. Gets intercepted.
Being the lone freshman playing in this game, I've really liked Luke Holland's game. He's got 4 points offensively, and he's played really good defense down low against the Irish so far.
Had a drive there. He couldn't finish. And here we go. That is Patrick Graham can't finish there with his layup. Jack Miller. All right, game has gotten a little helter-skelter here in the last minute. And that's generally better for the team that's ahead. So this time going off with nobody scoring means the Irish maintain their 18-point lead. Great shot there by Nash Keyser, sorry. That's his third three, speaking of three-point specialists. There's the Irish three-point specialist. Coach is asking there for a little more active defense. You just get in the habit of playing back in that sort of, not as a passive zone, but it's a relaxed zone, I guess. It's hard to add the extra calories, add the extra energy. Irish missed the shot, get to put on there. General trapping half-court press here. Gonna fall back there. That was just kind of a press to take some time off the clock. Nice job there by Holland. Actually, what you're talking about there, the pass wasn't there. His initial thought was thwarted, and so he ended up shooting it.
Yeah, he makes good decisions for a young player.
Irish now 13. They had a 22-point lead, 1 point in this quarter at the start. Now down to 13. Time is ticking away, though. Just a few seconds over 2 minutes. No shot clock. The Irish don't have to be. Jack Miller scores there on a nice cut. Beautiful pass I didn't see. I was blocked by the ref there to see who got the assist.
I think the pass was from Patrick Graham from the wing.
It's definitely a wing pass. We'll give Patrick the credit here. And Jack definitely got the bucket. A beautiful cut and a nice calm finish. There's number 11. His 4-3. That's Keyser. He said he's got a beautiful looking shot, and it's starting to pay off here in the second half.
I think Nash took it personally that all our attention was on all his threes.
Jack Miller scores his second consecutive bucket.
He said, I still have something to say about that.
My shot is just as pretty, and it's just as effective. The Irish now up 14. Minute 10 to go here. Now minute 5, 65 seconds to go. We're going to see, stepped out of bounds. Feet just a little too big. You're going to see Stratton Lister and Mario West back in. Good to see Mario's recovered from that little jolt to the funny bone. 65 seconds to go here, and Irish inbound the ball. Full court press here. The Irish really haven't been bothered by it too much after those first couple minutes of the game. Allers open for 3 again, and he hits it. My goodness. His 7th three-pointer.
That gives him 25 for the game.
Yep, 21 on threes, and it's hard to believe, but his first 2 buckets of the game were not three-pointers.
Yeah, those 2 early layups. And
Yeah, he just wasted himself early in the game, apparently.
It's just been a downpour from the three-point line since then.
It's great to see. Lister wisely passes up a 3 there. Marion West going to take his, and he buries it. His 2nd 3 of the game. I guess everybody got mad that we were talking only about Allers and their threes. Now everybody's pouring them in. 20 seconds to go here. Irish reestablish that 20-point lead. There's another 3, and it's, ooh, thought it might have been offensive goaltend there. Touched the net when the ball was still up there. Another 3 short. Oh, there's a good rebound there by Jonah Getz. Finishes strong underneath. Very composed finish, and that's going to be the last bucket of the game. We're going to have an 18-point Irish victory. 63-45 over a really good-looking JV squad from Peoria Christian. All right, folks, about 20 minutes from now, we'll probably start just about 7 o'clock. Our scheduled start time will bring you the varsity version of this game. Hopefully it's just as exciting with just as many three-pointers from the Irish. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.